What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of David Morrell versus Kalvin Henderson, and this is going to be a 12-rounder for the WBA Super-Middleweight World Championship, and this fight is going to be Saturday, June 4th, from the Armory in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and this fight is going to be broadcasted on Showtime. And to get both fighters' resumes, David Morrell, fighting out of Cuba, holds a record of 6 wins with no defeats and 5 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 31 by BoxRec in the super middleweight division. He's also the current WBA Super Middleweight World Champion. And to list some of his best victories, he has a unanimous decision win over Lennox Allen, a knockout win over Mike Gavronsky, a knockout win over Mario Caceres, and he's coming off the best victory of his career thus far, which was a knockout win over Alantez Fox. And to get his opponent's resume, Kalvin Henderson, fighting out of the United States, holds a record of 15 wins with 1 defeat and 1 draw, with 11 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 79 by BoxRec in the super middleweight division. And to list his draw and his loss, he has a majority draw to Cenk Plunka, and he also has a unanimous decision defeat to Isaiah Steen. And to list his best victory, it was probably his knockout win over Brandon Robinson. So in my opinion, this fight is easy to predict. David Morrell is just way better than Kalvin Henderson. He had a big amateur background. Morrell did a very good one, if that. His record was I think 150 wins with 2 losses. That was his amateur record, I'm pretty sure. Very, very well balanced fighter. He fought for an interim title in his third fight. He's just a really, really solid fighter. He's really special. Only 6 fights in. A world champion. I know it's a regular title, but still, obviously a world title for him. Very good fighter. He's shown so far that he could box, he could brawl. He's got very good power. He's just a very, very good, well-balanced overall fighter. And in his next couple of fights, we could see him fighting some of the top 10, top 5 guys at 168. So, Kalvin Henderson, he was a really hyped-up prospect in the super middleweight division up until he faced fellow unbeaten. When he was unbeaten, he faced fellow unbeaten fighter Isaiah Steen, and Steen beat him pretty clear, it seemed like. And Steen, came into that fight with not really any big competition or big wins. So, it was a really tough loss for him. But now that, he's obviously getting this title shot, it's fairly odd considering he's getting this title shot because he was coming off a loss and then maybe a win against a lower level fighter, but this fight is happening, and I think it's just going to be a simple fight to predict. Obviously, comment down below your thoughts on this fight. Who you think is going to win? Most likely, it's obviously Morrell by knockout. So, that's what I'm thinking. I think that Morrell will get another knockout from at most the 4th round. I think that Henderson will not be able to take Morrell's power. So anywhere from round 1 to round 4, I think that we could see Morrell knocking out or stopping Henderson. Henderson just hasn't faced anyone like Morrell. Morrell has been really ripping through these fighters like Henderson, so I think it will be another KO on Morrell's resume, another simple knockout win for him, and another title defense. So, David Morrell Jr., or David Morrell is just a very, very good fighter, very solid. He's young, he's up and coming. He's been really getting built up here in the Armory, and this is yet another fight there for him. So, he's building up a big fan base there, and he's just a really very, very good fighter. And in his next couple fights, I just can't wait to see who he will face and how he will develop as a fighter, because as of now, he looks very solid, and he's continuing to grow and just get better as a fighter. So just to break this fight down, I think it will be just very simple, as I mentioned before. I think we will see, as opposed to Morrell boxing, which he definitely can, I think we will see Morrell come forward in this fight on Henderson with his stiff southpaw jab, landing big left hands on Henderson, and I don't think Henderson will really do much. I think that Henderson will want to come forward, but I don't think that he will be able to, considering that Morrell is just too skilled and too powerful for him. So I see Henderson fighting on the back foot and trying to survive really throughout this entire fight, and really just trying to really just keep Morrell at bay and really just have him not keep hitting him. I really think it's going to be that type of fight. I can't really see Henderson having much success at all, but I do think that Morrell will dominate, possibly drop Henderson a few times, stop him, knock him out, whatever. It will go down as a knockout win for Morrell on his record. So overall, I believe that David Morrell will defeat Kalvin Henderson by knockout, and I think that the stoppage will happen from rounds 1 to rounds 4. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.